Hello, students. Today I am here to give you a short summary of chapter number 6 from the NCERT book Footprints Without Feet. The name of the chapter is The Making of a Scientist by Robert W. Peterson. Richard Everett lost his father when he was studying in third grade. His mother was the only source of encouragement and motivation to him. She had always supported him with the best in his life. Since childhood, Everett was curious to know about scientists and their discoveries. He was not very fond of playing football or any other sports. Rather, he indulged himself into collecting things. In this story, we find how he accomplished his childhood fantasy and he turned out to be a renowned scientist. He was an outshining child who always scored the merit. When he was in grade 2, he had collected all 25 species of butterflies found in his hometown. You can see the chart, it is very clear over here. He was well informed about the species of butterflies as he had read the book The Travels of Monarch 10, which gave him sufficient information. This book gave him evidence about how butterflies migrate to Central America. The next step for Everett was to raise a flock of butterflies. He would catch a female monarch, take her eggs, and raise them in his basement through their life cycle. From egg to caterpillar to pupa to adult butterfly, then he would tag the butterfly's wings and let them go. In his 8th grade project, Everett had tried to find the cause of a viral disease that killed all the monarch caterpillars every few years. He thought a beetle might carry the disease. The next year, his science fair project was testing the theory that viceroy butterflies copy monarchs. Everett proved that viceroys looked like monarchs because monarchs don't taste good to birds. Viceroys, on the other hand, are liked by the birds. The exceptional discovery won him a prize and huge recognition. During his second year in high school, Richard Everett began searching an anonymous hormone in the gold spots of monarch butterflies. In his senior year, he went a step further. He grew cells from a monarch's wings in a culture and showed that the cells would divide and develop into normal butterfly wing scales only if they were fed the hormone from the gold spots. That project brought him first place for zoology at the international fair. Later, he studied X-ray photography of the hormone. He found yet another important thing about it. Furthermore, he learned to discover how cells could read the blueprint of its DNA. A few years later, Richard graduated from Harvard with highest honors. He secured second in the class of 1,510 students. He also became a graduate student researcher at Harvard Medical School. There he began experimenting to test his theory. If it would have been successful, it would help in preventing different types of cancer and other diseases. Richard Everett is not just a scientist, he was an all-rounder. He was a good debater and a public speaker. He was also a photographer and an outdoors person. His social studies teacher praised him for his will to work hard, so his best and win. Richard had all the qualities that made him a real scientist. He had curiosity and a first-rate mind. He wanted to win for the right reasons. Thank you.